I've had the Halo 3 for over a week now, and I'm genuinely impressed. Some features have improved dramatically, although some have stayed the same. For the best deal on the Halo 3, hit that link in the description. Any discounts I find, you'll see them there. The Halo 3 collar looks an awful lot like the 2 Plus. New to the box, a magnetic charging base and some tools to tweak the collar's length for your dog. They call this the perfect fit system. This charging base is a massive step up from the 2 Plus's USB charging port, which had a knack for collecting debris. If you missed my detailed unboxing and first impressions of the Halo 3, I've put a link to that video in the description. Getting started with the Halo 3 is a breeze. With the Halo 2 Plus, I had to wander around the field for usually 10 minutes or more to get the satellite data. In contrast, the Halo 3 syncs up way faster. Seriously, I was connected to the satellites in about 30 seconds, and I caught a strong GPS signal outside in roughly a minute and 20 seconds. Plus, any software or satellite data updates will automatically download while your collar is charging. So yeah, the initial setup experience, way more streamlined than with the 2 Plus. The star of the show in the Halo 3 is hands down the location tech. The new Precision GPS uses AI to zero in on your dog's whereabouts. Spot On has been in this game for a bit, and if Halo's tech is anything like that, we're talking a major boost in location accuracy. Halo's even declared the Halo 3 the best GPS dog fence to date. Stay tuned, I'll be hitting the field to see if they can back up that big talk.
Approach the boundary one more time. Oh, God. Yep.
Another upgrade to the location tech is the active GPS antenna. Its job? To pull in a strong satellite signal even in sketchy areas or in places where there's stuff in the way. For the globetrotters among you who can't leave your dogs behind, get this. The Halo 3 has global carrier coverage at no extra cost. Translation? Anywhere you can get a cell signal, this collar will latch onto the strongest carrier. And you don't even have to lift a finger to make it happen. Really cool, I wish our cell phones had this. Then there's real-time location tracking. Halo claims it's the quickest and most accurate you can find on any GPS dog collar out there. Alright, lots of bold statements here. We'll put them to the test shortly. But first, let's check out this perfect fit thing. Halo's instructional video makes sizing the collar look easy. Just scan the QR code and you're good to go. Except, you're not.
So your collar's delivered like this, and basically the loose end of the strap is tucked in here. And what you want to do is put it on your dog's neck. Basically, then you're going to want to pull on this strap. In the video, they show 2 fingers fitting underneath the collar.
The silicone strap sticks to itself like cling film. A whole lot of friction as you pull. The result? On, off, adjust. On, off, adjust. It ate up nearly 7 minutes. Just think of how a jumpy pup would handle all that drama. Now, the reality of the fitting wasn't unexpected. It's just nowhere near as easy as the how-to video makes it look. Once you're done, there's going to be a tail of the strap just begging to be chewed. Enter the crimping kit. Here's the head scratcher though. Halo claims their perfect fit system lets the collar grow with your dog. But if you snip off the extra length, how's it going to do that? Maybe it's the 2 to 3 extra inches that they had you leave on. I'm not sure. Cutting and crimping are straightforward enough. Just watch out for the sharp edges inside the crimps. They say to open it to a 90-degree angle. You'd think they just make it that way to begin with, but no. Once you've risked your fingertips to set it right, just place it inside the crimper. By the way, say hi to Yusuf the Yellow Jacket, my right-hand man. What's up, Yusuf? Put that loose end inside the crimper, give it a good squeeze, and you're done. Looks perfect. Tuck away the extra bit, and you're all set. Alright, it's a beautiful sunny day, perfect for some field testing. Let's roll. To check the fence post accuracy, I used actual landmarks like trees as reference points. Honestly, I wish these fence posts would just auto-drop as I move. And unless there's new info out there, we're still capped at 20 fence posts. So while you can get a fence that's reasonably well tailored to your needs, you're a bit restricted on the detail level. That said, the location accuracy is a big step up from the 2 Plus. I looped back to my starting point, saved the fence, and that was that. Solid job. Now, let's really see if its GPS fence is all it's cracked up to be.
So there's the warning. I've stopped. Right to the boundary feedback. I would like to see some distinction there, but not the end of the world. And if we continue, there's the emergency feedback. So it's pretty reliable, and I don't see it jumping right to the emergency feedback without any warning, which is nice to see. Perhaps not flawless, but I would say certainly workable.
Most of the time, I get the boundary feedback before it switches to emergency feedback. I sometimes get the warning feedback first too, but it's inconsistent. Like, I'll get a warning, stop dead in my tracks, and then it'll jump to boundary feedback. Ideally, I'd like it to flow from warning to boundary and then to emergency, predictably. Before we dive into testing the active GPS antenna and real-time location tracking, there's something else. Halo's founder claims fences can go as small as 250 square feet. That sounded questionable, so I decided to put it to the test. I laid out a 16-foot by 16-foot square. That's 256 square feet. Then I walked the boundary twice, trying to set the fence. Both times, the app said it was too small, less than 250 square feet. So I manually expanded the fence post until the app accepted it. Don't worry, I didn't touch the line to be tested. Then I gave it a whirl. On the first run, it got the alerts and the boundaries right. On the second run, static correction with no warning.
All right, here we go. Oh.
On the third run, the static correction kicked in before I even approached the
One more
line.
time. Oh, God.
Long story short, the tech seems to struggle with small spaces. Oh, and about that static correction. Either it's gotten gentler, or I'm just getting used to it. Compared to my previous Halo 2 Plus experiences where I had it on the default setting of 4, this feels less traumatizing. On to the real-time location feature. I tested it and I was pleasantly surprised. Both the Halo 3 and the updated 2 Plus refresh every second or so, tracking smoothly alongside my phone. The 2 Plus wasn't this accurate before, but thanks to a firmware update that brought in the new precision GPS tech, it's seen a marked improvement. Now, the new active GPS antenna, designed to boost GPS reception even when you're under tree cover or in less than ideal locations.
I'm gonna take the halo collars into this, fairly densely wooded area over here. And once again, I have them, the Halo 3 and the Halo 2 Plus, attached to my belt loops here so that we get a nice bob as I walk, and let's see how they perform in the tree canopy there. And while they do tend to, wander from each other a bit, I would say that all three of these are reliable enough to be getting the job done under this dense tree cover here.
I decided to take it up a notch and ventured into a graffiti-laden tunnel under a highway overpass. Spoiler alert, none of the devices, not even my iPhone, could keep tabs on me there. The artwork was nice though. By the way, I'll share a detailed test in another video soon. Let's get into the durability improvements. The new charging point's been revamped and sealed tight against water and debris. Definitely an upgrade. The static correction prongs might look the same as the Halo 2 Plus, but look closer. The threads are beefier, a welcomed change given the issues many users have experienced where prongs just snap off, leaving the static correction function useless. Pull test time. This thing is sturdy. Even with the static correction prongs installed, the collar holds up well, and it's not terribly uncomfortable either, even when I'm yanking on it full tilt. About the location of the leash hook, I thought they'd listened and finally fixed the darn thing, but no such luck. If anything, it's even more off-center now.
It's worse.
But again, it's a GPS dog fence, so the leash is kinda off-brand, I guess. On a brighter note, the collar's rolled out in some flashy new colors, Orchid and Sunburst, and they do catch the eye. Halo boasted a 20% bump in battery life compared to the Halo 2 Plus. In my side-by-side field testing, the Halo 2 Plus lasted 19 hours and 10 minutes, while the Halo 3 clocked in at 20 hours and 7 minutes. That's about a 5% increase, not 20. And remember, my Halo 2 Plus is 9 months old. The battery's not necessarily in its prime anymore. Now, let's talk money. Good news, the Halo 3 Plus is priced at about $700 as I'm filming, same as the Halo 2 Plus was. The pack member subscription starts at about $6 per month as well. No hikes in pricing, so kudos for that. If you're looking for the best deal on the Halo 3, hit up the link in the video description. I'll keep it updated with any promotions or discounts that come my way. I haven't forgotten the beacon, don't worry. I'll show you that test in exactly 20 seconds. Expect in-depth videos on each Halo 3 feature. If you have a 2 Plus and you're contemplating an upgrade, my short answer is a resounding maybe.
Maybe.
For a more decisive take, you'll have to wait for an upcoming video. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any specific tests in mind, leave a comment. I'll be sifting through all of them. That's it for now. More Halo 3 insights coming your way soon. Until then, keep those tails wagging.